Britain's Prime Minister Keir Starmer says talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping have delivered really good progress, including on visa-free travel and trade tariffs.
And all these statements, the Starmer's visit is, of course, the first by a British Prime Minister since 2018 and comes as several Western leaders move to rebuild ties with Beijing. And this is amid growing uncertainty in relations with the United States.
Well, the two leaders met at the Great Hall of the People, where both emphasized the importance of closer cooperation to navigate global challenges. Starmer said the UK was seeking a more mature and strategic relationship focused on practical cooperation. President Xi, for his part, called for stronger ties built with a long-term perspective.
Now, later, Starmer said UK-China relations were in a strong position, pointing to progress on trade issues. Downing Street confirmed that tariffs on British whiskey exports to China will be cut from 10% to 5%. The Scotch Whisky Association welcomed the move, saying it would help revive exports to a key growth market.
During meeting with Premier Li Qiang, Starmer signed a series of cooperation agreements. China has agreed to allow visa-free travel for British passport holders for visits of up to 30 days. This has brought the UK into line with around 50 other countries, including France, Germany, Australia and Japan.
I'd like to echo a Chinese phrase, which I think captures the essence of what I'm talking about. Pursue common goals whilst reserving differences. That is what we're working together to achieve. And I want to say that my profound belief is the more we engage, the more we visit each other, discuss, trade, build business links, cultural links, sports links, you name it.
Now, the agreements also include cooperation on tackling migrant smuggling supply chains, boosting British exports, strengthening health collaboration and reinforcing the UK-China Trade Commission. The Prime Minister is going to travel to Shanghai today before stopping briefly in Japan to meet Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi.
Now, reacting to Britain's move to do business with China, US President Donald Trump, he said that it poses serious risk for United Kingdom.
Now, relations between China and the UK deteriorated from 2020 when Beijing imposed a national security law on Hong Kong and cracked down on pro-democracy activists in the former British colony.
Nevertheless, China remains Britain's third largest trading partner. Starmer is accompanied by around 60 business and cultural leaders as his Labour government prioritizes economic growth.
Now, during the visit, pharmaceutical giant AstraZeneca announced plans to invest $15 billion in China by 2030, describing the country as a major driver of scientific innovation.
Challenges to the bilateral relationship still remain. Starmer confirmed that he raised the case of Hong Kong media tycoon Jimmy Lai, as well as concerns over the treatment of Uyghurs.
Now, China denies allegations of mass detention and rights abuses. Disputes over alleged cyber activity, espionage, and China's stance on Russia's war in Ukraine have also been weighing on relations.
During the visit, Starmer was seen at a local restaurant where he paused to greet diners and pose for photographs.